Hello RuneScape, we'll miss it here with a new video on how is everyone doing. Since RuneScape is an MMO, it releases new content almost every single week. Some of these updates are very special to the players, and if they happen to be removed from the game, some of these people will be seriously upset. With this in mind, I've collected 10 updates that you would miss. Keep in mind that all of these 10 updates might not be exactly what you would miss if they happen to be removed, but I can assure you that you will probably relate to at least some of these. So let's get into it. Number 10. The Toolbelt. Being released in December 2011, this update lets you bring some basic tools with you wherever you go. Being hidden in the Toolbelt under your inventory, you will always bring along items such as a spade, a hatchet, a pickaxe, shears, and basic tools like that. Prior to this update, you had to bring everything manually in your inventory. If you were going to do wood cutting, you had to bring your hatchet. If you were going to a farming plot, you had to manually bring a rake. However, after this update, all players will automatically have this stored in your account. Number 9. The Lodestones. Being released in March 2012, this is a free home teleport kind of teleporting system, which lets you get around in the world at a basic locations such as Varrock, Yanil, Ardoin, and so on. The good thing about this is that it doesn't require any runes, but it teleports you outside the main area so that you still have to run around a little bit in order to get exactly where you want. Prior to this update, we didn't have the Lodestones and we only had the basic teleporting abilities such as runes or teleporting tabs. Number 8. Gravestones. When you die in RuneScape, a gravestone will be placed on where you died, giving you some time to get back your items and collect them before they would disappear. This saves a lot of people money, especially if they happen to disconnect or unfairly die through something they did not plan to die to. Prior to this update, your items would be directly just dropped on the ground for everyone to go pick up as they wanted to do. At some point, you had 1 minute to get back your items before they appeared for everyone. However, now with the gravestones, your items will be protected as much as 1 hour before they disappear. Number 7. Skillcapes. Being released in October 2006, the Skillcapes allows you to show off your level 99 achievement in a skill. Prior to this update, there was no other way but the high scores to show off what skill you had gained to level 99. Because of this, not many people had level 99 as a goal, as there wasn't really any specific reason to get to level 99. When Skillcapes was released, getting 99 was a very popular thing across the game. Today, most of the active player base has a Skillcape, where over 50% of the players have 2 Skillcapes or more. I'm pretty sure that if this was removed, it's something a lot of people would definitely miss. Number 6. The friend chat features. The last couple of years, a lot of features have been added onto the friends list. One of the most popular ones are the right-click join. This allows you to hop to this friend's world without having to lobby first. It's a really useful tool as it saves you a lot of time when you want to hop to a different world. It makes it a lot easier and it's definitely something a lot of players like to do. Besides this, there's also been some other updates such as the add note option, the trail function, and the plus 200 friends on the friends list. Prior to this update, you had to manually hop through the lobby in order to get to the world, which usually took about 30 seconds to do because you had to wait for a certain period of time before you could actually hop to a new world. Number 5 is something a lot of you would disagree on, which is a bit unfortunate seeing how useful this update actually is, but I'm going to take it up anyway. And number 5 is the evolution of combat. Being finally released in November 2012, the evolution of combat opened so many doors for new combat tactics in PvP, PvM, and combat in general. Prior to this, it was a complete other combat system, which means that when this was released, a lot of people did not like it because of the massive change that it brought. However, it opens up for a lot of new tactics, weaponry, and designs that's incredibly unique and useful compared to the last function. Since then, Legacy has been released so that if you still don't like the evolution of combat, you can still go back to your pre-EOC design. EOC, however, is still one of the most useful updates of the past few years, and if this was removed, a lot of people will be upset with that. Number 4 is not the RuneScape 3 release, but I still felt that because of the massive attention that it has, it needs to be mentioned on this list as well. And number 4 is Oldschool Runescape. Being released in February 2013, the Oldschool Runescape was the result of a massive player petition. This is a completely different game to RuneScape 3 supported by Jagex, and everyone who misses the nostalgia from the previous years of RuneScape, Oldschool is a place to go. Being played by tens and thousands of people at every single second, Oldschool Runescape is definitely an update a lot of people would miss. Number 3. The Make X option. Being improved in 2010 as it did not find the exact release date, the Make X option makes it a lot easier for players to trade their skills. Though when this was released, a lot of people didn't like it because they felt skilling was getting too easy, it's still an incredibly useful update that a lot of people use every single day and doesn't really think it through. Prior to this update, you had to click on the items one by one. For example, when stringing a bow, you had to click on each string and each bow 14 times in order to complete the entire inventory. To clean herbs, you have to click 1 and 1 herb as well. The Make X option makes this a lot easier and is definitely an incredibly useful feature to the game. Number 2. The RuneScape Lobby. When you log into the game, you'll be put into a lobby where you can chat with other players either on friends list, friends chat, or clan chat. Here you can also check your basic things like your membership details, security details, as well as RuneScape inbox information. Prior to this, you only had a basic welcome screen, whereas when you entered it, you could only see some basic information like membership or RuneScape inbox message count. The lobby is an extremely popular update and definitely helps those who want to AFK but still read various chats in-game. For me, this is something that I find incredibly useful, and if this was removed, it would be like a large empty hole in my RuneScape experience. The number 1 is probably no surprise to any of you. The Grand Exchange. Being released in November 2007, the Grand Exchange lets you sell and buy items far easier than what it was before. To sell items, you simply put an item into the Grand Exchange, and anyone on any world at any time can buy your item for any price. It's an extremely useful system which stabilizes prices and removes spam from popular areas such as Varrock or Falador. Prior to this update, you had to stand around and spam what you wanted to sell. The most popular worlds for this was World 2 and World 1. Basically what you did was that you brought something that you wanted to sell or buy, and you stood around either in Varrock or in Falador, spamming it out until you eventually would get what you were looking for. This could take several hours and you had no time to do anything else while you were doing it. This spam also encouraged players to use things like auto-talkers, which is against your RuneScape rules. The Grand Exchange solved all this and is an incredibly useful update. In the old school game, however, there is no Grand Exchange and people are still running around just spamming whatever they want to sell or buy. So yeah guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think of this list. Hopefully you agree with some if not most of these points. If you think I missed an update, please let me know in the comment section below. It would be really interesting to see what you think that you would miss if it was removed from the game. My name is WillMissIt and I'll see you guys later.